If you hear a little buzzing noise, it's my little Temu fan.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's got 3 settings. There's a button on the back. That's high. That's off. Low, medium, high. So let me know if that's annoying. If it is, well, we'll shut it off. We'll set it somewhere else. Really nice day here today. I don't know what the high was. I didn't check. Mid-80s, my youngest says.
It is 78 right now.
78 right now.
And we saw a chance of rain later on.
Chance of rain later
The
on.
high was 79.
79. It felt warmer than that. We should go outside. If I had chairs, we'd go outside.
And the wind's kind of picking up though.
That'd be nice though. Had to work for a couple hours today. I was training my new gal. She's something else. I love her though. I gave her a hug today and I told her I loved her. She said, I love you too. She's a go-getter. And she's OCD. And I don't know, she's really good at what she does. I'm thankful for her. She's a godsend. I thank God for her today. She is a godsend, but she's out there. In a good way. She's just not what I'm used to. One night, her daughter is my manager. One night her daughter wasn't there, and she had stuff all over that building, and I'm like, what is going on? It's just her way of doing, but I gotta tell her, I forgot to tell her today, we can't have that stuff like on Mondays and Tuesday nights. They have late clinic and there's patients in and out of that building. We can't have stuff like that. It was a mess, but it was like her organized, it was her organized chaos. It was just her way of dealing with stuff, but we can't have that. So when you come in, say hi, please. Hello to the ones in the bushes. How you doing tonight? We're doing good.
I had a rough work week.
Rough work week for Courtney. Oh shoot. I was gonna get that. Those Britannica. There's a game on the Britannica Encyclopedia on the website.
Oh.
It's really good. It's questions. We'll get those later. I've kind of had a rough work week too, but it's kind of even out. Yesterday was topped it all off.
I probably have a mountain.
Yeah, I got upset and had to go in the bathroom and do my little crying spiel. But I got it all out, and then my manager talked to me, and she calmed me. I mean, she didn't calm me down. I calmed myself down, but she made me feel better. So, just stuff.
People suck.
Some people do, a lot of people don't. Henry went to stay with his dad. His dad came and picked him up earlier today. So, can you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
I can get up and get mine because I wrote it down. So, I got on to it by accident. There was some neat questions. It was a game that you played. You answered questions. So I bought this couch, about 10 years ago, Courtney? I hate it.
It wouldn't be bad if some people had to worn it down.
Yeah. But even the love seat, it's still good, but it like sinks down. I don't know.
Is this?
I hope you all went over and checked out my, Hi Brandon Joseph!
Hi Brandon, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
80s music quiz.
Yes, I passed that with flying colors.
Iconic pop culture villains. Most famous quotes. Countries and capitals, European capitals.
I think knows, what was the urban, something about the urban, wait, what was that named at? What? Oh no.
Animal.
Hey, you're going too fast.
Sorry. We should be near the animal, though, that'd be fun. Famous villains, costumes.
I don't know, there's one that was, about what Bogart meant. If you were Bogarting something, what it meant.
World War II quiz, France history quiz, where on earth is that? Name a U.S. state.
Oh yeah, U.S. state, I did pretty good on that one.
Name that science things, name that hat, guess the countries, guess the sport. U.S. presidential first. Facts you should know, the periodic table, what came first, vocabulary. What are you wearing clothing quiz, the Irish quiz. Best picture movie quotes. We should
Yes,
do that.
that's what I think that's what it, and
That or the 80s music.
the person I was talking to didn't know what Bogart meant. I'm like, you haven't never heard Bogart?
One hit wonders, zodiac sign.
You know what
American
Bogart
Song.
is, don't
Yes.
you? If you're Bogarting something.
Guess the bone.
Some of those are hard though. I went through a lot of those.
There's some interesting ones on here.
Yep.
Yeah, you can go by categories: entertainment, pop culture,
Yeah.
geography, traveling, health, medicine, lifestyle.
Yeah,
social
that 80
issues.
quiz, you would ace that one, Courtney. We're looking at the Britannica Encyclopedia website and they have a bunch of quizzes.
Play a different game later on.
Yeah, I was looking at them earlier this week and there's some interesting ones. I heard
Sorry
that.
if you heard that. Sorry if you heard that.
So lazy after Saturday afternoon, early evening. They do some spring cleaning, I see some cobwebs.
That's my plan. Now that Henry's gone, I'm gonna go purge his room.
I got so much to do with history videos and
He's got
I'm trying to do
3
more.
gigantic totes that a lady at work just gave him, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to toss them.
purge.
There's some broken stuff that she ended up giving us, but there's a bunch of crap that just sits in his room that he doesn't even play with, and it's going.
Yep.
And baby dolls. The baby dolls that Crystal gave him. He thought he was gonna play with them. He played with them one night. Now they're shoved in his closet. And I was like, yeah, those are gonna go. And then I'm gonna
Donate them.
I am. I'm gonna purge my clothes too, and I'm gonna donate that stuff. I'm gonna clean out Henry's closet because I got boxes in there of stuff that I haven't even touched since I moved in, so it just needs to go. I need to clean up the kitchen and get my craft stuff put away.
Probably nicer weather. I don't know. We might do away with our Saturday night lives because everybody's out and about doing things, got better things to do. I don't know. Last year we did.
Ooh! That was not what I wanted to do, sorry.
You feel that?
Yeah. Wish we had that little lighting.
What's up, tipping everything over?
Hi, Dimitri.
Hi, Dimitri. How you doing? Been missing you, buddy. You have to hold it. There's different levels to that too.
There we go.
How you doing today, Dimitri? How's the weather out there? We're doing good. Just kind of a lazy Saturday. I worked a couple hours today. I trained my new gal, and she, well, we had to do some, miss you all, pretty nice outside. Yeah, it's really nice here too.
It was nice.
And then this week it was like unseasonably warm for this time of the year.
Yeah, because this time last year we had snow.
And next week is going to be more like spring-like temperatures in the 70s, mid-60s, maybe some 50s in there too. I just kind of glanced at it earlier, but yeah, today at work.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are going to be the high 50s.
Yeah, next week.
Well, yeah, the end of this week.
Yeah,
Into next week.
doctor was still there seeing a patient, so we had to go out in the lobby and start doing stuff out there, so it was backwards. Woo! 91. Wow, Louise.
Sounds nice. Where my best friend is, it's 83 right now. It's supposed to be in the high 80s all week for her.
I couldn't get Inglewood, so I got Inglewood.
Sarasota is another bigger city around her. Fort Myers.
Sarasota, that's where the Cubs used to. Now they play in Arizona. Sarasota, Florida is where they. Oh, right?
Yep.
Seems like we don't have 4 seasons anymore. Just like winter, spring, or winter, summer.
We only had spring for like a week, and now it's hot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I could.
Y'all go over and look at my history video. Just uploaded. Oh.
Keep watching them this week. She has a really good one coming up.
I think they're all good. I don't know. I enjoy history. I know not everybody gets into history, but I just really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it in school. I think my grades reflected that. I don't know. It's just really interesting to me. And a lot of the civil rights stuff I'm learning, they didn't teach us that in school. I was like, I can't believe that.
Exactly how I feel while they're going through changes.
Spring is my favorite season. I was just thinking today it was my dad's favorite season because I said, why is that, Dad? And he loved Easter. And just everything green again. And I've seen daffodils blooming. I've seen tulips. Our neighbor's got some tulips over here. I got hostas. They're up about that much. I'm thinking about getting some of that. I gotta do it real quick, some of that black stuff, and putting some pretty rock around there so the grass won't grow, so I can't have. When I first moved here, the first year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I bought some hostas from a lady, or no, she was giving them away. I didn't buy them, she was giving them away, and I got about, I don't know how many plants of hostas I got. And they are hardy. I mow them down every year, and they come back every year. I mean, continuously throughout the summer, I mow them down. This year I'm thinking about getting some of that black gardening mesh and then putting rocks around it so the weeds and grass, because it's at the front of my trailer. I don't have the hitch thing out there, so that would be nice to have out there. Our neighbor used to live here. He moved in right after we did. He was
awesome.
always, yeah, Mike, he was always out in his yard doing something. He's retired, and his wife still worked, but he was retired, and he made that trailer look really nice, and planted flowers, and landscaped around the stuff, and it was awesome. I really miss him, and I'm like, I think I'll do that to my trailer. But I'm just renting here, and the people that own it now don't care. The people running it, they're terrible. So I really, really want to get out of here because the 5 years that we've lived here, or not 5, 4, it's really went down really fast. I didn't care for the people that were running it before, but you know what? They kept it up better than, what did you say?
Dimitri said, yeah, school doesn't teach you the real stuff, they just go to college basics. And they said, I didn't learn anything from school, but my mom and my dad and the family taught me a lot. I was homeschooled before going to school. That's awesome.
That's awesome. I just can't believe and here we are in 2023 and we still live with racism. And it's terrible. I mean, my thing on Jackie Robinson today, I'm like, oh my God, he had to stay in different motels and eat in different restaurant, or probably a different part of the restaurant, maybe even a different restaurant than his
There's some
teammates
places that
because he was black.
he didn't get to go in the locker room with everyone else.
Terrible. It's terrible the way they treated blacks. And it's not only blacks too, there's racist against white people too, but and different ethnic backgrounds. It's uncalled for.
Like the shoes?
Shoes? What do you need?
Jesus.
Oh.
Must be the shoes?
Jesus and the shoes?
Jesus and the shoes. I'm fortunate enough to have lived in the age of computers, so if I wanted to know something, it was Google, right? I remember before the computers, but when I got interested in stuff and wanted it, I had Google at my fingertips. So if my teachers didn't teach me something and I wanted to know about it, just
We had encyclopedias, and still that was limited too. It told you what they wanted to tell you. They didn't tell you everything.
I see technology as freeing in some senses, in other senses it's making us stupider because people
Yeah,
read one thing and they take it for face value instead of digging deeper into it.
yeah.
But I think I learned a lot of new stuff.
I'm 57 and I'm still learning. My ex-husband was really bad about that. Oh, we'll learn that stuff. I'm like, you're never too old to learn.
I love learning new stuff. My super awesome nurse taught me how to do the weekly bills today. I helped her do all that.
I'm gonna learn how to do floors I know how to do floors next month, but I'm gonna get a refresher course. And my former supervisor at another job that I worked, she goes, the more you know, the more money you make. And I'm like, or the more you know, the better off you are. I'm like, you're right. And a former coworker told me, she said, the more you know, the more you have to do. And she did, I would try to teach her how to clean this one machine, and she didn't want to learn. I'm like, why not? Please learn so I'm not the only one that has to clean it all the time. She didn't want to learn, and she never did. She never did learn how to clean this machine. It was kind of a pain in the rear end to learn how to clean, but it had to be done. I'm not for sure if it had to be done every night or
Hi,
not.
Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
That was like before I left Taco Bell. It was me and another manager were the only ones that we had to empty the fry. Grease. Hi, cool kid.
Hi, local cool kid.
I am a healthcare worker. I am CNA. Ma works in healthcare too. Yeah, this isn't just for show. I am a healthcare worker. Been a proud CNA for almost 7 years.
No.
Cancel.
How do I get rid of this? Oh. That one. I'm trying to invite somebody up, but I don't know how to do that. Thanks.
Okay, 96 wants to shout out.
Hi, Cool Cat 96.
Everybody go to Cool Cat's channel.
Check them out. If you all aren't,
Yeah, everybody link up. That's what we do. We like to promote people out there.
whether you're a big channel, little channel, we like to
We don't discriminate. We like everybody. Big
No.
ones, little ones,
fat ones, short ones, skinny ones.
black, white, purple, pink, Asian. Don't care. We love y'all.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's terrible. That's so sad. Okay.
My daughter doesn't let her cat out of the house, and he's driving us nuts. He's
Well, I'm out. He's fat and sleeping.
this morning, real early in the morning, there was another cat out, and you can hear them like, I'm sure they're in heat,
Freaking out.
and it was terrible.
It was funny because she came home just a little while ago, and literally the minute her car pulled up and parked, he's like, meow. And then when she started walking through, she said, meow, meow, meow. So desperate.
Oh, R.I.P. Sorry. I know dogs can, or animals, pets in general, they become part of our lives. They become part of our family. Sad when we lose something, lose a pet.
I agree, Melanie. My dog was my other child.
Hers just mysteriously passed away. Don't know what happened or nothing. Terrible.
I think mine had some issues from her previous owners.
She never really grew after you guys got her.
No, and she didn't eat like she was supposed to either, and I think she had some issues. I kind of rescued her. I got her from a rescue situation. My best friend got her. And my best friend has 3 dogs, and she was like, I really want to keep her. She's a sweet little dog, but I have 3 big dogs, and she has all males, or 2 males, and 1 female, German Shepherds and a Husky. And she was like, they weren't mean to her, but they weren't nice to her. And she was like, she's just so sweet. She lets them run over her, so I said I would foster her until she found a better home, and then I got attached to her, so I kept her. But I think she had some health issues from her neglectful situation she came from. So, yeah, I miss Remy Group. Where's everyone at tonight?
It's a Saturday night. What's everybody having for dinner? What they have, or what are you having? That looks good.
Eat anything good? Have anything for the day? I had a turkey sandwich for lunch. That's what they had at work, and I was very disappointed. I don't want to cook these though.
I refrozen. Oh, there we go. You have what?
I had a turkey sandwich for lunch today. It was turkey sandwich, pea salad, and fruit fluff for lunch.
I thought you said you had cookies.
Oh, I had a bunch of cookies. We got a new food distributor at work, and our options are a lot better now. And they sent us a case of these like prepackaged soft baked cookies. And we haven't put them out for the residents yet, but like every now and then I'll go and get some for the residents and stuff. Because we have snack baskets behind the desk that we give them, like brownies and oatmeal cream pies and stuff. It's kind of for the diabetics, like if they're really low, we've got stuff to grab. But you know, I work with Alzheimer's patients, so every now and then they're like, I'm hungry, and you hand them off them. Anyway. So yeah, I ate like a handful of those soft baked cookies today. And I had one of those Stars and Stripes pops from Dairy Queen. We got a bag of those. We got dilly bars and the stars.
And you have a bomb pop as well.
And I just had a bomb pop flour, yeah, which was way better than that Stars and Stripes from DQ.
We've had two things of DQ in our freezer for a long time. Well, they just opened up a couple weeks ago, and had been in there before that, so I think I'm gonna get in there next weekend and clean out the freezer. I'm gonna throw those away.
Yeah, where is Bro Brian and Wolf?
I don't know.
Oh, Wolf.
Like I said, it's nice, and I don't blame them if they're outside doing stuff. Brian's got car problems again, and I think he's trying to get a different one. He has to, because this one is nickel and diming, and the problem that he found out earlier, he can't afford to fix it, so. Kinda like my situation, my car was getting like that, and my daughter gave me her car, and it needs, my car needs a little work on it, but just getting her boyfriend to work on it, and he works full time, so he's been working 12-hour shifts, so. He's making good money.
Oh, they can. We have fruit and stuff too most of the time, but we also keep sweet snacks because our philosophy is they have Alzheimer's. So at some point in time, their bodies shut down and they refuse to eat at all. So if they come up, and as long as they're not horribly diabetic, because I do have a couple of residents who are diabetics and we don't pump them full of sweets. We have sugar-free options too, but yeah, at some point in time, their bodies shut down and they refuse to eat. So if they want an oatmeal cream pie, or a Nutter Butter, or a soft baked cookie, or a bowl of ice cream, I usually let them have it. My boss has never said anything to me. I have had a couple of nurses say something to me, and I'm like, I don't care. Now, if they like constantly, like, I give them something and they come back up 2 minutes later and constantly want a snack like that, I do try to shut that down. But I have one guy, he's a big guy. I mean, not big, he's just tall. And he eats double portions at meal times, and every now and then in between meals he comes up and he's like, can I have some of that popcorn? I need something to snack on, and I'm always giving him yogurts and apple sauces and oatmeal cream pies and bags of popcorn, and it just, their little bodies shut down at some point and they refuse to eat, so we'll let them have it. And I usually deal with the 65 and older community, so an extra piece of cake at lunch is not gonna kill them.
Yeah, me too. Everybody says, oh, when I was sick, I couldn't eat. I've never been so sick that I can't.
I mean, I've had the flu where I went like 4 days and didn't eat. But yeah, I do have a hospice patient right now who's shutting down and can't swallow anymore. So yeah, they do get to that point where they forget how to eat, or they forget that they're hungry, or they can't swallow. It's not ready to swallow anymore. So it happens. And I will say every patient is different, but 90% of them at some point shut down like that, unless they have a sudden death. But when they get so far along and they start to shut down, they get that way. Yeah, I let them enjoy it.
Thumbs up, everybody, when you come in the chat, please. Okay, I got 4. There's 4 in here. If you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe. Become one of my Serendipity subbies. I'm working towards that 800. It's slow going. Might have to try some new stuff. I don't know.
Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you. So what's the temperature up there, Melanie? She's our
Canada.
northern neighbor. Way north.
Our maple leaf buddy.
A. Canada, A. I could look on my phone, but then I cut off the live, so
Melanie says, not too bad today.
that's good.
It's really nice here. It was hotter in our building this morning than it was outside, so we ended up like opening up windows on opposite sides of the building and opening up our patio door because we have an enclosed patio, and oh Lord, it was so nice. And then we shut it because we thought rain was coming. They've been saying we're gonna have thunderstorms all day, and yet to see rain.
I had a few drops. I was sitting in the Walmart parking lot waiting to come pick you up, and I had a few drops on my windshield, but nothing like a sudden downpour. It was like 10 drops on my windshield, so I'm hoping. What'd she say?
When you say A, you like A, you like A, okay. He should have told me we got off early because I could have slept out because I was the only one leaving. Everybody else was staying for second shift, so.
I told you that I was going to be able to come pick you up at a later time.
I know, but I could have slipped out like 2:30ish if you were waiting on me.
I was eating.
Randy wouldn't have cared, and Chris had it covered. If I'd listened to my boss, I would have left at like 11 o'clock, but I wasn't going to leave me 3 people in the building, and I have a wonderful gentleman who I love very dearly who just came back from the hospital, and he's having a rough go of it, and I wasn't going to leave them. It's not going to leave my coworker to take care of that poor man by herself, because he's a big boy. And he's sweet, and he'll help you as much as he can, but he's back from the hospital, and he's weak. He just had surgery. He had a perforated ulcer. Brandon won't leave me the meds. He literally brought me a box, rolled out the strips, and was like, break them down in the morning, noon, and night. And then when I did that, she was like, okay, this guy, I need you to cut open his morning packs and take out his cereal. He doesn't do that anymore. And I'm like, really? She's like, you're the only one I trust to do that, so here's your scissors. I'm like, yes. That, and she knew she wouldn't have to tell me what pill the cereal was, because I what they looked like. And then I divvied up somebody's calcium too.
Yeah, I got a bad report yesterday from, well, I can't really say. Anyway.
Did you say sorry?
Sorry.
Sorry. I got into a bad habit of saying coffee, and now that's my go-to. I don't say coffee anymore. I say coffee. Even my residents are like, they look at me when I'm like, you want a cup of coffee in the morning? And they're like, I did it as a joke, and now I automatically go back to that. So
Did you see that news video I sent you?
So I work from 7 to 3 every day, so I get in and they eat breakfast at 8. So when I get in, I'm like, time to get up, let's go down, get a cup of coffee. But I have a table of like 4 guys, and they all come down, and they sit and they look at me, and I sit up there and I'm like, who wants coffee? You want black coffee? You want a coffee with 2 sugars? You want a coffee with 2 creams? And they all look at me like I am insane, and I'm like, it's just, I don't know why I
You
started
got
it.
that video that
Oh yeah, there's a really angry guy that does the, I'm making coffee, who wants coffee?
he's funny though.
No, I did it as a joke, and I kept doing it, and now I just revert back to that, even when I'm not at work. I called Char that one time before she left for Florida, and I was like, you want to go get some coffee? And she's like, I'll go get some coffee with you. And I'm like, yeah, let's go get some coffee. I say oof, too, all the time. I bump into stuff, and I'm like, oof.
Who says, oh snap.
I was playing this game from last night, and he was watching over my shoulder, and I kept thinking he was saying and he was saying snap, so it's just the way he says it.
Yeah. And he said, oh shoot, and Caitlin goes, what? Like he said it like 4 or 5 times, like right in the road, and she goes, what'd you say, what'd you say? He goes, I didn't say it, I didn't say it. I said, he didn't, Caitlin, he didn't say it.
Yeah, he says,
I was right there, and he didn't.
He says oh snap, but it's oh snap, and if he's quiet, it sounds like he's saying oh shite. Sometimes. Because last night he was right over my shoulder in my ear, and I thought the first couple times he said it, I thought that's what he said. Yeah, like I said, I think I started as a joke, and now I just revert to it. It's whatever.
There's that in there. Did you guys hear a humming?
Now you're humming for a minute here. See if I hear it.
Look at this little fan I got.
Cat's scared of it. I think it's because
I thought these were the legs. Nope, they have little rubber things on the bottom. This is from Temu. Has 3 speeds.
Oh.
Push that.
No. Cancel.
I just tried this for the first time the other day, and I'm like, oh, this is really neat. Oh, look at that. Why would you want it turned around? Well, all the way around, everybody. Running outside, running outside. My feet are hot.
Mine too, because I'm in these compression stockings.
They got some really neat stuff from TV. I did another TV haul, but I have to upload that yet. I did that today. So, have to go over and check it out. I just uploaded my history video right before we came on live.
You can hear it.
Can you? Is it annoying?
That doesn't bother me, but it might bother someone else. It's just a low hum in the background of the video.
Okay. Let me know if that humming bothers you guys. It's my little fan. Oh, nice.
7 times a damn days before he cheats. How about we just don't cheat, bud? How about if we're unhappy, we just leave relationships, or we're honest that we're not happy and something needs to change, but you know. Ah! What would I know? I'm an unmarried woman, almost 30.
Oh wow, that's pretty. Looks like real flowers.
The paper ones.
Coffee filters. Coffee filters.
Coffee filters. Oh my god, coffee filters.
Nobody told me what they're having for dinner.
Yeah.
What are you having? What are you fixing? What are you gonna have?
We'll probably go home and eat ramen noodles because my kid's gone and I'll cook when he's not there.
Maybe we'll go out and get something to eat.
Ma's gonna feed me, guys. It's a wonderful day. Look at that. Her oldest daughter, and she still feeds me. Gotta love a mom. Best mom ever. I'll fight anybody who thinks different. Because these hands is rated E for everyone.
Aww.
Aw, Sunny and Cher.
How do I get rid of this? I want it full screen. But I mean, like my history videos and everything.
I don't know. Let me play with this.
Getting dark kind of fast. We might get some storms. It's only 5:30, 5:42 here. Shouldn't be getting dark yet. It gets dark about 8 o'clock now. Right? 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh. You had that up.
Oh.
Just unclick that.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
You. I just shared a video of this kid teaching his grandma how to use a smart TV. I knew when I said that, I was like, I'm gonna be getting a phone call. Why didn't she call me? I could walk her through it. I made buffalo roast, gravy boiled golden potatoes, fried green beans,
Dang.
fried caramelized yams, macaroni and cheese, apple pie, and strawberry pie. Are you feeding an army? Can we? How far away are you? Because we could start driving. We'll end the live now. It's almost been an hour. We'll
Now we're already 40.
Yeah, we'll work on for dinner, Melanie. That sounds good. I'm really disappointed with lunch. I'm sorry, now that you said that, I'm irritated with lunch.
We got 2 years. Something like that anyway. 38%.
Okay. June. Oh, I won't reach. It's not holding anything.
No, not too.
I miss this place so much.
I really like it.
Me too.
I get all kinds of compliments on it. I mean, I
I
don't
just
take it out
miss
that much.
This.
I'll eat a lot because
I miss like reading a book like this. I wish I could find one for this thing, but I can't.
what'd she say?
Oh, sorry. I eat a lot because of the high metabolism, and my son's 13 and he eats more than me. Yeah, boys are bottomless pits. I have a 5-year-old who's like that already, so I can't wait till he's a teenager. And
I don't know, he's like this week he's kind of.
he comes and goes. Like, there's some days where I'm like, Mom, can I have a snack? 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 Mom, what are we gonna eat dinner? Mom, when are we gonna have lunch? Are we gonna have breakfast again, Mom? I just had eggs, but I want a pancake now, and I'm like, and then there's some days where like he's like, Mom, I just want some chips, or can I just have 4 nuggets and that's it? And I'm like, what? Like the other night he asked me for 6 chicken nuggets, and I was like, that's 10, honey. And then he's like, and I was like, so, because I got those smile fries, the little potatoes with the little, I call them smile fries for him. And he was like, I think 4 nuggets and 1 fry. And I'm like, seriously, kid, you want 4 nuggets and 1 smile fry? And he was like, yeah, I think that's okay. And then, of course, I made it for him, and I gave it to him. He's like, Mom, ketchup. And I'm like, oh, sorry. But yeah, he ate 4 chicken nuggets and 1 smile fry for dinner the other night. And I was like, kid?
I have, it's called Western dressing. It's a sweet dressing. It's kind of French, not really French, but if you're trying to describe it,
I would describe it as like a French with a
sweet, a really
tang.
sweet French. Well, French has got a tang anyway, but anyway, he calls it sweet sauce. Mimi, can I have some of that sweet sauce?
He got so mad because the last time we got McDonald's, he wanted sweet and sour sauce because he thought that's what it was, and when he tasted, he's like, "It's okay, but it's not this sweet and sour Nene has." And I'm like, "What?" And then I was thinking, I was like, "Oh, you." I was like, "I need to get a bottle of Western dressing and keep it at the house for
Yeah,
him."
just a little. They have those little bitty ones at Walmart.
He said we don't want to eat it. I don't know what. I mean, I'll eat Westerns. I'm not a fan, but yeah. He was so disappointed that I got him sweet and sour sauce. And they actually gave it because there's been times that I've ordered and they don't give it. And he was like, "Oh yeah," and he opened it and he's like, and he dipped his fries in it and tasted it. He's like, "That's not the same one Mimi has." And I'm like, Henry was a ranch kid for a while, and that's because he gets that from his dad. But he's strayed away from that.
Oh, one time he wanted a turkey sandwich with mayo. So I put my mayo is Miracle Whip. And he only took a couple bites of it. And I said, "Henry, you didn't even eat your turkey sandwich." He goes, "I didn't like the mayo on it." I'm like, "That's what you asked for." She uses real mayo. So I had real mayo here, and I didn't even think to use real
Yeah.
mayo, but he didn't.
Oh, I have to tell you the story since you're
He
talking
didn't
about
like
mayo.
the Miracle Whip.
Since we switched providers, our shipments were a little off for a minute. Like we were short some
Hi,
stuff.
Wolf.
Hey, Wolf's here. So we get the packets of mayo because since COVID, we used to get bottles because we only have 30 residents, so we used to put them on the tables. But since COVID, everything has to be prepackaged, and we still have it. That still hasn't lifted for the kitchen yet. So we get packets of mayo and ketchup and everything. So the other morning they had fried eggs and bacon and toast for breakfast, and I, of course, was like fried egg sandwich. So I went to get mayo. There was no mayo in the kitchen, and I was like, "Hey, I want to say it was Abby in the kitchen. We have two cooks, Abby and Paul." But I was like, "Hey, do we have any mayo?" And they're like, "No." And I was like, "Did we have because we get big containers that you make dressing and stuff with?" I'm like, "Did we get a big container of it?" And he looked, he's like, "Well, there's salad dressing, which is Miracle Whip." And I was like, "No." Well, my coworker Morgan went to our assistant administrator who gets there earlier than our administrator does, and she was like, "Hey, we're out of mayo. Do you have any? Do you know where any is? Or are we gonna get it?" And our assistant administrator hands her a box, and she brings it to the kitchen. She's like, "Hey, Shannon had a box in her office," and I looked at it and I said, "That's not mayonnaise." And she goes, "Yeah, it is." I said, "That's his Miracle Whip." And she goes, "Oh, well, this is what she gave me." And she said she'll have to order some on the truck. And I'm like, "Nope, this is it." I'm like, almost 6 years here. This is my breaking point. I quit. There's no mayonnaise in this building. I'm done. And I went and told my boss that, and she was like, "If after 6 years the mayonnaise situation is what makes you quit," she's like, "I don't think you're the right fit for this company anyway." And I'm like, "I'm telling you, there's no mayo in this building." But today they had the turkey sandwiches, and we still haven't gotten regular packets of mayo, and I'm sitting there eating it, and our cook is Abby today, and she was like, "How's your turkey sandwich?" And I was like, "Be better with mayo and mustard." And she was like, "You have mayo?" And I said, "I have Miracle Whip." I was like pouting about it.
Wow. My son ate 2 boxes of cereal this morning because he wanted to try both, and it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch churro and cinnamon flavored.
Oh, I love churro.
Dairy Queen has a new churro dipped ice cream.
So good. It's so good. Caitlin's in the next room, and she was like, "It's so good." It's good.
Somebody did a review on YouTube, one of my friends, and I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I like I'm the southerner, and he likes Dukes. I like Hellman's real mayonnaise. It's my Midwestern mayonnaise, but if I get the chance, I like the fancy Dukes. I don't care what anybody says, it does taste different, and it is phenomenal.
Never had Dukes.
You eat potato salad with some Dukes on it, and you will never go back.
I like my Miracle Whip. It's not mayonnaise, I know.
Are you a communist?
No, I'm Midwesterner. Like my Miracle Whip. I mean, I'll eat mayonnaise. I'll eat real mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip is like I said at work. That's my last
It's salad dressing. It doesn't say mayo on the thing. It's salad dressing.
The box that we have says Miracle Whip mayo, and it's not mayo. It's salad dressing. And Shannon argued with me because that's how she orders it, and I was like, "That is salad dressing, ma'am. That is not mayonnaise."
Hi, girl. Top girl.
Your dryer keeps dinging.
Not my. Oh yeah, there's my.
If not with cream in the Midwest, it's salad dressing.
It's a sweet salad dressing. A sweet mayo. But it's not mayo.
There's no egg product in it, so it's not mayo. A real mayonnaise has an egg base.
Egg and oil. I've seen you make real mayonnaise on the Food Channel.
I made real mayonnaise one time at work when I was the part-time cook, and I was so proud of myself because I'd never made it before. I think I was making potato salad or some kind of salad, and I needed mayo, and I was like, there's no way around this. And I had plenty of eggs, and I had plenty of oil, and I had a really, really nice food processor at the time. Now I don't, because people are stupid and they break everything. Now I have a Hamilton Beach.
And the basket on top of the dryer.
Hamilton Beach blender is what they give us to do purees now, and I was like, this is God. Has anybody seen the Jack Black Mario Peaches song? I had it stuck in my head for some reason. It's hilarious. I dip my fries in mayonnaise too. Top tier mayonnaise and ketchup. But they have to be like the rough cut fries with like the skin still on them, because for some reason those slap so hard with mayo and ketchup. Just slaps.
These kids slimes these days.
I know. Some girls at work used one the other day, and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh, you wouldn't understand." And I was like, "I'm old now." Ew. I said, "Oh." I like tacos.
Tokyo.
Sushi. Sushi. Tacos and sushi. Tacos and sushi. Tacos and sushi.
I like sushi.
Me neither.
Oh, I love sushi. Your grandson likes sushi. He told me. I'm pretty sure they probably give him like an avocado roll, but still, it would make me happy to have a sushi date with my little boy. He's not so little. He got a haircut. He looks like a little man.
Oh man, tell him about his haircut, Courtney.
Oh, he's
I made a short out of it, and it was so funny because he said, it tickles.
he's
But
ticklish. But when we got home that night, I always do this thing where like it gets real quiet, and I look over at him and I'm like, Henry, love you. And he does too. He's like, Mommy, I love you. But I kept doing that to him, and I was like, Henry. And he's like, I know, I'm beautiful. And I'm like,
I thought you said he said I'm handsome.
he's beautiful. He says, I'm beautiful. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then, like, you know, I wait for it to get quiet. He's into something. I'm like, Henry. And he's like, I know, Mommy. I'm beautiful. And I'm like, can see. And then we were sitting, and I have a little rat tail comb that I used to do my hair, and it's got the little metal so you can part. And I had it out in the living room for some reason, and he picked it up, and he's like, Mom, let me brush my hair. And he was like, so nice. And he, like, brushed it out. And I'm like, you conceited little poop.
It was so funny because he goes, I wish this haircut would last forever.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, we can go get it cut like that again, buddy. Like, you know, because the last time I had a haircut was in November, and it had gotten pretty long, but not terrible. And he was like,
5
"It's
months.
forever." But look at how his hair, I mean, he's got curly hair too, so you can kind of like grow a little bit longer. But I mean, he did have where he could put his hair up in a ponytail, so I look at it now and I'm like, his hair's not that bad. Ooh, shrimp salad sounds good. Wolf likes sushi. You've redeemed yourself. I'm no longer mad at you, Wolf.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Remember you were grounded, Wolf? You are now not grounded. You are ungrounded now, Mr. Wolf. Oh, I was going to pull up a picture of him with his haircut. I don't have a coat on him anymore. don't share with him.
There's Henry Zill haircut.
Haven't I seen it? I'm sure they went over and checked out my
And my
shirt.
ratty couch, don't judge me.
Oh. You, did you see what Carolyn said? Carolyn came up.
She looks like he looks like grandma or something. I'm like,
Somebody else said that too.
looks like me. Also, just because I can
we appreciate how adorable my fiance is? He got his shirts for work and they got his name on him. He's so cute. Look at him.
You should steal one.
He sent me that the other day. He's like, oh look, my shirts came in, and I was like, look at my little blue collar man with his name on his shirt. And he was like, I was like, oh, you look good in those. He's like, ugh. And one of my coworkers was there when he sent it to me, and she's like, man in uniform, and I was like, apparently all uniforms. I was like, look at him, he's so cute. That's not good. Okay, well, I look like you, so in turn, I guess when they say he looks like me, he looks like me because we look alike.
Yep. When he was younger, there were times this certain way he held his head or something. I was like, oh gosh, that's his dad. But I don't know.
He's still does that every now and then. I'm like, that's your father. Like, every time he acts like a butthole. I'm like, that's your dad. Because I don't. I'm an absolute joy to be around. I did not yell at my coworkers and call them stupid this week, so I'm pleasant to be around. I did not threaten to punch somebody's boobs off if they ruined my urine sample that I worked so hard to collect this week. I did not do that. I did do that.
I think my middle child looks like my ex-husband, but
She definitely looks like that's out of the family, period.
yeah, she has the crow features, and Courtney and Caitlin have.
Other than my pointy nose, that's a crow thing. All the men in the crow family got big honkers, and I didn't get a big one, but I did get a
and
pointy one.
Caitlin's got the little button nose. Horace has got
The sharp features. They've got the jaw lines and the sharp noses. She doesn't have a big nose, but hers isn't button. It's almost beats like mine.
Yep.
And me and Caitlin have dark hair, and she's got light hair.
Pretty blonde. Now it's different color.
I don't know what color hair is anymore.
I might have her come on one Saturday and make a special announcement. We'll see. I don't know if she will or not.
My son definitely looks like me after Randy says. I've seen pictures of his dad when he was younger, and I think he looks like me. Thank you. It happened because I'm wearing scrub pants, because you're supposed to wear scrub pants to work, even though I'm supposed to wear black ones, but I got the same color, like wine color on. And I have a matching top to it that Ma got me, and I couldn't find the top this morning. And if I would have looked a little bit harder, I could have found it, but I was like, t-shirt. I didn't realize that this t-shirt is like nearly identical to these pants, so it worked.
I think we look good. She looks good in red. She always has. She was 6 months old, and took her to Walmart, and they had her red pearls and what else?
I was in a red shopping bag and I had a red scarf.
Yeah, and one my real good friend said, "Oh, red's gonna be her color," and I'm like, "She's 6 months old, and
It has always been my color.
red has been I mean, she can pull off red like red, fire engine red
I've worn
lipstick."
red lipstick on here before.
Yeah, I know.
So much so that I contemplated getting a red dress to get married in. I might still get a red dress to get married in. Because
Oh, there's the wasp back again. Sorry. I'm looking right out my front door.
I literally just saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I do look good in red.
she does. And I look good in darker colors.
She looks really good in teal. She's got a teal shirt that she wears to church, and on point she looks fabulous in it every time. Like her skin just looks good in it, and she's
Is that what was the color on it?
yeah, that one too. But you've got another one that's got the cutouts that you don't like, but you look good in it. But yeah, that one with the collar is the one that really makes your eyes pop.
But it's too low for me now.
Well, also because you last time I saw you had your red hair, so it looked good with the red hair too. I've seen some of the. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I had bought a white dress originally, but now that we're gonna elope, I don't want to wear this really pretty wedding dress that I bought out there because I could, but I also want to like go and get married and then we're gonna go do stuff. So I want to wear a dress that I would like wear it to a nice dinner or like to the casino or something. So I don't really want to wear a really, really nice dress for a 15-minute ceremony, go back to the hotel and change, and then go hit the town. Like,
tell everybody what you're doing again. Not everybody knows.
My fiance Zach and I are gonna go to Vegas and get married in September. What we decided to do. I'm excited because there's a bunch of stuff I want to do, and I'm not getting married at Graceland. But I'm still gonna do my Elvis wedding, so it's okay. Not the one I thought. I wanted a more subtle Elvis wedding, but we're gonna
You
get.
should live stream it.
I think I will because the service that I'm going with gives me that option for like an extra $50, which I would do.
I'll
Because then I can take my own wedding pictures, my screen grabs from my live stream video. So
I'll put the bill for that. That'll be my wedding present to you guys.
well, because it's a Vegas wedding, I only get like 10 pictures, which they're gonna be phenomenal pictures. It's not gonna be like weird ones.
Yeah.
So those 10 pictures are gonna be fine for me. And it comes with my package, and then there's like the live stream, and you can get like 30 pictures and stuff to add on. So I know one of them I could potentially live stream, or they give me the rights to live stream.
You don't have to have it public. You can have it private, or to have
I have to go over to Granny's and show her how to watch it on her TV,
I can do that.
or invite her over here to watch it.
Yeah, on our big. Yeah, that'd be better on our big TV.
The only thing I haven't decided is I have the option to get married just in front of the Las Vegas sign, or to get married in the Graceland Chapel is where we're probably planning on. Because that one offers that not only does Elvis marry me, but Elvis walks me down the aisle and sings me and my husband's songs. So I think I'm gonna go with the bigger package and get Elvis to walk me down the aisle. So not one Elvis, but two Elvises. I think
They're gonna be so cheesy though.
Okay.
I did it again. You just push that one?
Yeah. Me and Zach are cheesy. It's okay.
I know.
It fits us.
I think that way. Oh, I was telling my coworker a little bit about my past relationships. They've all been. I was telling her about David. She goes, "Geez, girl," and she goes, "You need a nice Christian." I said, "Yes, I agree with you."
We got on the subject of online dating, and I was telling Brandy about my horror stories, and I was telling her about I would talk to a guy, and he'd be like, "Hi, you're really pretty. Oh my gosh, you have great taste in music." They'd be like, "Show me your boobs," and I'm like, she's like, "Seriously?" And I'm like, "I'm not even kidding." And then I was telling her about all the inappropriate male genitalia pics you get too. Where like you talk to somebody and they're like, "Hey, can I send you a picture?" And you're like, "Yeah," you're thinking of their face or something, and it's their Johnsons,
No,
penises.
no.
How disgusting that is. Or my favorite one is the time I drove all the way to Peoria for a date, and the guy came in, looked at me, and said, "You're a lot heavier than your pictures," and left. Oh! We could do a whole.
Give my laptop.
We could do a whole series on Courtney's online dating horror stories.
No, let's don't.
I had some doozies. Caitlin just reminded me, like one of the first, because online dating was scary to me in general, like dating apps. But one of my first dates was a guy who didn't live that far away, and I went to, our first date was really good. Like he was super fun, and I was like, I like this guy. And then the second date, he was like, "I want you to come over, I'm gonna make you dinner," and I was like, I was still a little weirded out by that, but I was like, me and this guy were like cool, so I went over to his house, and he made me a delicious bowl of gumbo, and we were gonna watch a movie, and then he was like, "I really want to tell you something." I was like, ugh. please don't tell me you love me or something like weird
I'm
like
married.
that. Yeah, or tell me you're married or whatever. And he was like, I'm gonna preface this by like, I liked goth guys, so he was kind of like the black goth stuff, which I was into. He really liked Kiss and stuff, and I was like, I like me a little goth guy. But he decided to tell me that he was like a 300-year-old vampire, and he has like a life of a cycle mate or something, and he only gets one a cycle, and he wanted me to be his cycle mate, and he's gonna have to bite me, and I'm like, I don't feel good, give me a minute. So I went into the bathroom, and I think I called you, and I was like, what do I do? I need to get out of here!
I'm like, leave!
Either I called you or Char. I probably called you both. And then I was like, that was my mom. I'm not feeling good, but that was my mom, and I'm going to have to go back. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, please don't. I'm like, I'm just going to go. I don't really feel good. And I was like, but I'll call you. And I never talked to him ever again. He randomly found me on Facebook like years later and was like, I'm sorry you felt weirded out by that and I got the wrong vibe, but I still think you're a great person. And I was like, thanks. I believe he's married now and he's an accountant. So that life cycle really sucked for you, buddy. Lincoln sucks for like dating places, so for me to go to him, we had more options. Like where we live is really small, and we have like 5 restaurants and everything's fast food. He lived
really small. It's small.
Compared to Springfield where we went, there's like, you know, a bunch of options in like Texas Roadhouse and Olive Garden and things like that, things that we don't have here in Lincoln. Like we've got a couple nice sit down restaurants, but you said it before. No. But yeah, just where he lived there were more options, so it just made more sense for me to go to him. If it makes it any better, Melanie, I parked at a mall, and he picked me up and then we went, but I drove initially down there. I think I said she like fell or something and she wants to go to the emergency room and I had to take her. I don't know, I just remember I was like, I don't feel good, but like my mom called me and I really need to get back home. So, yeah, I don't know. I also went on a date one time where I took my best friend and her fiance with me as like I was gonna meet in a public place. We were gonna meet at the food court at the mall, but I wanted them to be like at the store across the way, so if it went bad, like if he kidnapped me or something, I don't know. And my best friend was like 5 months pregnant at the time. So me and this guy met and like we were talking and he was like, can we go to dinner? And we're in a food court, so I was like, yeah, just go get me a box of noodles. Like, so I was like, yeah. So we left the mall to go to a restaurant. I didn't tell Char because she was like shopping around by that point because I'd given her the text messages like, he's not a creep, he hasn't tried to kidnap me yet, you guys go shop, but like stay in the building type of thing. And I didn't call her and tell her that we were leaving the mall, and she completely lost it like a mother hen who had just lost her chick, and like blew my phone up. And I found the answer. She's like, where are you at? Did he kidnap you? I spent 2 minutes from calling the cops. And I was like, we're down the street at an Italian restaurant. She's like, I can't believe you! And like came to the restaurant. We were standing outside because like by then the date had ended. And she was like, I can't believe you left. I was so worried about you. I thought he kidnapped you and blah blah. And I'm like, okay, Mom. And she was like, get in the car, we're going home now. And even the guy that I was on the date with was like, wow. And I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, it's cool. I'm glad you have people that care about you like that. And I was like, jeez. I've had some wild ones.
How come it's opposite on
That was a lovely view of the front door.
I don't like doing it on my phone. I can't have, I don't know how long bells and whistles.
Yeah, see, I was super. I mean, I got a little bit more lax as I went on, but I also, the longer I was on, the more selective I was, so I wouldn't just, like in the beginning, I wouldn't say I met everyone, because you talk to people, but I went on a lot of dates, and then the older I got and the more I used it, I was smarter, and I like rarely went out, or we just talked for a really long time, and I ghosted them because relationships. And then I devoted 2 years of my life to my son's father. Let's see where that ended up. I was really happy when COVID happened and I was still single because that was the greatest, like, do you want to risk meeting up on a date? No. Can we video chat? Sure. And I, like, put a nice shirt on, but I'm, like, in my pajama pants, propped up in my bed. Like, that was nice for a little bit. And then I got a serious boyfriend in the middle of COVID, so that was fun. COVID ruined me. It made me, I was already a somewhat introvert, and COVID ruined that for me, because now I hate all people in the outside world. I think healthcare ruined me all the people, because I've dealt with some doozies of human beings. And food service. I meet some doozy people in food service. Why is mine slow? I need to pop back up. Refresh. I'm like not getting chats. It's behind.
Let's start some quizzes at 6:15, 6:13.
Alright, you gotta watch the comments in a second. Hold up.
Okay.
Yeah, no more terrifying
So
things
I-
Courtney did as a young adult.
So I found this really, how about that dude you went clear over past Decatur to see? And
I'm still friends with him. He got married and has 4 kids.
yeah, but you said Decatur and you pinged me and your location
I was
was
in
on
Hammond.
and
Hammond.
it was, yeah, and I'm like, what? I go, that's not Decatur. She didn't have a very reliable car either. Driving clear over there to see a guy. Okay, this week, by mistake, I found a really cool site. It's called Britannica. Britannica Encyclopedias, but this
It
is
is
on,
it's the encyclopedia website.
yeah, it's encyclopedia, but I found quizzes on there. And so yes, that's how my crafts began, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be stuck in the house. I mean, I'm not one to go out like every night or, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna consciously I have to make a decision to stay in. I think there's all a bunch of hooey, but anyway, I wasn't going out and socialize. I mean, I never did anyway, but I made a conscious decision to stay home more, and I'm like, I gotta have something to do, so I started doing craft. I mean, I used to do craft years ago, but I started, and then I looked on YouTube, and it was Dollar Tree crafts, and I'm like, that's right in my financial category. Craft supplies for $1. I mean, you gotta buy more than $1, so.
The Cinderella Ballet was at the Civic Center. The Civic Center tonight.
So that's how my crafts got started. Serendipity.
That's how I started my t-shirt business.
And then when I had COVID, that's when I started watching YouTube like faithfully. Because my crafts, I started watching a lot of craft ladies, and then
Did you begin that way, or did you jump down a YouTube rabbit hole like you used to do and get sucked into
always
YouTube crafting? She would call me. I would be at people's houses And she'd call me and be like, Courtney, I looked up a video on the Beatles and now I'm watching a thing on JFK's assassination and how the Beatles planned that. And I'm like, what?
No, this one time I'm thinking of an Elvis song, so I look it up on YouTube, and then I'm an hour later, 2 hours later, it's a conspiracy theory.
She's showing me that there's some pastor in Texas who is Elvis.
Elvis is still alive, and I'm like, what? I just got on 2 hours ago to look up the song.
She'd call me I'd leave to go somewhere, and she'd be like, Courtney, can you like bring up YouTube, and I need to search up a song or something. And then I'd be at my friend's house, or I'd be at college, like at play practice, and she, yeah, are you coming home tonight? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, I'm still up watching YouTube videos, and I'm like, I've been here for 6 hours, Mom. Yeah, like that kind of rabbit hole stuff. Like she called me one time for, like I said, I looked up the Beatles song and now the Beatles planned JFK's assassination and they helped in the Cold War. Like, I'm just saying, like, it'd be some really off the wall stuff, and I'm like, what?
And when they would go to their dad's, every other weekend, they'd leave on Friday night, and he used to pick you up at 5.
Yeah, like something like that when he got
and
home.
Of course, yeah, I go down that YouTube rabbit hole. I still do. No, I know how to manage my time a little bit more better.
She goes down the rabbit hole, but it's usually just craft stuff. Like, she'll watch one and be like, oh, I like that paper, or that lady's doing paper clips, and
yeah, it's
but it's a little bit more controlled. She doesn't sit here for like 9 hours on end watching stuff.
I used to play games on a computer. They would leave at 5, and it was like, I'd play games, and like at 9 o'clock, I'm like, oh, I'm a little hungry. I said, oh, what is it, 6, 7 o'clock? 9 o'clock? No wonder I'm hungry. Shut off the computer game and get something to eat.
The orange buttholes in the window. Oh, there's a squirrel out there. I just saw him hop across. Just tracking a squirrel.
Okay.
Should we just give him like 2 or 3? Or should we just raid a bunch of them off? I think we just do it.
You really will. Oh, Courtney, I knew you were going to pick that. And don't, wait, let me see. Click off that time bonus because it only gives you like 60 seconds or 30 seconds to answer or whatever.
Okay. So this is entertainment and pop culture. We could do, this is only 35 questions, so we could probably do another one after this. But anyway, it's entertainment and pop culture, 80s music. So
I aced this one.
Wolf. I was gonna say, I know you're the young, but I'm younger than you. You need to get your life together. Did you look up those songs that I sent you? Because you really need to immerse yourself.
Oh no. Monday and Tuesday we're getting snow again.
Don't send that down here, Melanie.
It will stay, hopefully.
Don't send that down here. You keep that with the Sam scratches.
Sam scratches.
Damn Sam scratches.
Check it on my maple syrup.
Ouch. I know you are, but have you listened to that list of music I sent you? Did you read your books? There's one on Reaganomics that is I will recommend to everyone.
I think we're gonna have Chinese.
I like tacos and sushi. Okay, sorry, let's start the place. I want to dance with somebody who loves me. Who sang it?
Give me the choices.
Oh, Whitney Houston, Tina Turner, Celine Dion, The Eurythmics.
Everybody here is okay? Did you hear the question?
Yeah, I can get louder if I need to.
I was gonna type it.
I want to dance with somebody who loves me. Whoa! Look at you!
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ding, ding, ding. No more calls, please. We have a winner. Oh, I should go to the left. Here, I'll keep track. There's your reason. Good, God's girl, yes.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
That was like all over the MTV.
I just remember her beautiful curls and then the little bow and her little pink dress.
Yep.
So 80s. Alright. Next question. Eye of the Tiger was sung by Men Without Hats, Survivor, Joe Esposito, or Shaka Khan.
Wolf needs a list of songs again.
I will just get on YouTube and I'll find a really good playlist and just send it to you.
Yes, Wolf. Dang.
All right, redeeming yourself, sir. You are no longer grounded.
Oh, Melanie got it too.
How many weeks did that take?
And God's girl. If y'all get it, I don't care who gets it first. If y'all get it, I'm giving you a point. I don't know why, but
Next one. Come On Eileen was sung by the Brew, Pete Wingfield, Real Big Fish, or Dex Midnight Runners.
Dexys.
The Axie's Midnight Runners, whoever it is. What? I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head.
Nope, Melanie has no idea.
That is not one of the options. Oscar!
I'm not surprised he's clawing the.
I think that was a bird this time.
Yeah, he's really close to the window or something.
Real Big Fish.
R-E-E-L, Big Fish. Read the question again for me.
Who sang Come On Eileen?
Come on, Eileen.
This moment. I think of Tommy Boy every time we're in the car. We can't decide on the music.
How about Justin Hickman and the bigger lady?
Wilson McCarthy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one too.
And she knows every song that comes on the radio.
Casey's gonna say that would be me. Somebody would be like, "All right," I would know everything.
Okay, give him the answer. Yeah. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I just know that song.
Come on, Courtney. I'm gonna say Real Big Fish. Nope. It's Dexy's Midnight Runners. I know. I don't know.
I think they were a one-hit wonder. I know they
Yeah.
were Irish.
If I take a quiz and I get it wrong,
I don't like the Taylor Swift. I like the country Taylor Swift.
I don't like Taylor
I'm not a
Swift.
big pop Taylor Swift fan.
If I like take a quiz, and I used to watch, what was that show called?
Cash Cab.
No, the VH1 had.
I love the 80s.
I love the 80s. They would do that, and the songs, they do a lot of songs on there. And I was like, oh, that's from, I'm like, no, it's not. And I listen to classic radio, and they're playing a lot of 80s now. And
Except for lunchtime when they play stuff from the 90s, it
Yeah.
makes me feel ancient. I'm 101 days from being 30.
Melanie
y'all.
says, I'm not a fan, just 2 songs, LOL. Okay, next one.
Next question. All Night Long, All Night, was sung by Diana Ross, the Commodores, Lionel Richie, and Marvin Gaye. It's funny because the answer to this question. Remember. I was a member of.
Wolf. Wolf is killing it tonight.
Wolf is not grounded anymore, and he's making Mama proud. It was not Diana Ross, God's girl. Although, she's a queen. Her and that hair.
Lionel Richie, which he was.
A member of the Commodores, an original member of the Commodores.
Yep. And now that I don't think I knew that. I think I knew Lionel Richie before. And then I'm like, I go back and listen to the Commodores. I'm like, that's Lionel Richie playing that, or singing that song. You can tell his voice. I
Yeah.
can tell his voice.
It sticks out more.
Yep. Wolf says, "Ow."
Wolf's not here to make Mama proud.
Okay, next one.
Down Under was sung by Men at Work, Kenny Loggins, Men Without Hats, or the Trells.
He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
And he said, "Do you come
From
from
down
down
under. Women.
And then Thunder, women power, and Thunder.
Could you hear that thunder? Men at Work. Look at Wolf. He is on fire tonight.
Couldn't be more proud if you were my orange child. I know. Me and Ma used to play that game in the car where a song would come on. She'd be like, "Who sang this?" And I would always make her proud if I got it right. Which I normally got right.
I would, like, I listened to, like, classic, like, 60s, late 60s, early 70s, and I'll say, okay, who's this, Courtney? She goes, I don't know. And I said, it's Creed's Clearwater Revival, CCR for short. I said, listen to, what's his name? The lead singer. I said, he's got a little twang in his voice. I said, you could tell all Creed's Clearwater Revival songs, CCR songs, and then. And I don't know, I listened to Bon Jovi and Cinderella and.
Like, I think one time when I was younger, like the show and tell things where they're like, "What's your favorite music?"
Yay!
I don't remember what I said, but the lady was like, "Did your mom listen to that?" I'm like, "Yep." I want to say it was like Ozzy Osbourne or something, or Def Leppard, or like it was something that was like off the wall. And the lady was like, "Your mom, you listen to that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have it playing in the car."
Yes, I love Bon Jovi. Even now, there are songs they have now. Of course, they haven't been,
The last one was like in the 2000s.
yeah, they haven't really made any.
That was a good album.
Yeah.
I had those stickers everywhere.
So now, if you go in my car, it's either classic rock. Here lately, I've been listening to my Christian station. So we heard a song today, and I said, "Doesn't that sound like Pink, Courtney?" And I heard it again. I looked it up, and it's Rachel Lampy, and Toby Mac is singing with her. It's what was it called? I don't know. This afternoon I was feeling kind of down, and I was lonely, and I'm like, why am I lonely? And then every song, I kid you not, every song came on and says, God is your friend, God is with you, God is right there. And I'm like, so why am I lonely? Just the devil creeping in, talking to me, trying to, get me down or whatever. And I'm like, here I am, and I was sitting in my car by myself, and I was like, oh, I'm lonely. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I had my Christian radio say, hi, Zizi. Thanks for coming in. Okay, next question, Courtney.
Sorry, my coworker just shared. Are you okay?
The devil is a liar. That is right, God's girl. And I just reminded I'm like, I'm listening to Christian music. God is with me. God is right here with me. I am not lonely. The devil is just trying to creep in my mind and tell me that I am not lonely. Yes. and I knew, I was like, this is God telling me He's right here, because one was the one by Crowder and my guy, Dante Bowie. God is my friend, or God is your friend. I love that song. And then the next one is God's right there with you, or something. And it's like, yes, He is. I took a hold of that, and
Okay, next question. Total Eclipse of the Heart is sung by
ooh,
Tina Turner, Bonnie Tyler, Kim Kanes, or Cyndi Lauper? Lapa.
Cyndi Lauper.
Tina Turner has some good 80s stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's love got to do? Wasn't that
I'm
her?
gonna have and dance.
Yes. Oh, Aunt Debbie went and seen her over at Champagne, but
Oh!
that whole album was, yeah. Wolf says Bonnie Tyler.
Whoa! Oh, baby wolf song right out.
Ding, 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 ding. Hold the calls. No more calls, please. We have a winner.
Wolf is now my favorite child.
What are we playing, Courtney?
80s music quiz on Britannica.com.
It's a pretty cool site. Okay, next one.
Living on a Prayer
Whoa,
is by...
we're halfway there.
Oh, living on a prayer.
Take my hand and we'll make it last.
Your options are Nirvana, Pink Floyd, U2, or Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi's from New Jersey.
Wolf.
So
FYI, I seen them in Nirvana. No, Melanie.
they were 90s anyway.
I they were the grunge from Seattle, grunge band from Seattle. I went and seen Bon Jovi in 1986, I believe it was. Cinderella opened for him, and then the real slow, it wasn't one of Dead or Alive, it was another one. And John Bon Jovi got on this thing, and he went from the stage, and he went right over me, and he went to the little thing right in the middle of the arena and played a solo on his guitar. And it wasn't one of Dead or Alive, I can't remember what it was.
What was a ballad back in the day?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, John Bon Jovi sweated on me, but he didn't. That was a really good concert.
I have a child too, but I still make time for music and audiobooks and podcasts. The podcast tomorrow is about Slender Man. I'm kind of excited.
I listen to a lot of music on my headphones, which I gotta ask you about that, Courtney.
Did you break them?
Mm-hmm.
Henry made me so proud the other day. I have a Jim Reeves, Patsy Cline album, and I thought Henry was saying he wanted pastries, and I was like, bro, who told you what pastries are, and what pastries are you talking about? And he wanted to listen to Patsy Cline. So he brought me the album.
Aww.
And made me, I was just so proud. I was like, oh! He wanted to listen to the Walkin' song.
I go my home.
He likes
midnight.
Jerry.
Hey, Holy!
Hi, Holly's in the building!
She's driving.
Oh, just listening. That's cool, Holly. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
I like Jerry Lee Lewis, and I pushed that off on Henry. So he likes the Shakin' song, which is a whole lot of shaking.
Play that shaking song, Mom.
Play that Shakin' song, Mama. Probably because when he was a baby, he had like 4 movies that he really, really liked, which was Monsters, Inc., Jersey Boys, and The Great Balls of Fire, Dennis Quaid movie, the really bad one. So it's probably my
That's
fault.
a good one.
That's the only one. This queen hates that movie. Next question. Oh, I want to know what love is. What you to show.
I want you to show me.
Anyway, that song is by R.E.O. Speedwagon, The Bangles, Foreigner, or Tina Turner.
Yep.
I wanna know what love is.
Walk like in your time. I wanna know what love is.
I know. I've only gotten one so far. So, ma'am.
Whoa.
Wolfies, wolfies,
Ow. Melanie knew that one too.
Good job,
girl.
guys. Oh,
I know that's what I said when I was taking that quiz.
oh. Next question. Yeah, Wolf continuing to stay ungrounded. We'll see how long it lasts because he gets grounded at least once alive. So we'll see how long this lasts. Next question. Wake Me Up Before You Go Go is by Journey, The Smiths, Wham, or Foreigner.
Wake me up before you go, go. Wake me up. Letting see. This is one of my favorite bands of that time. I even had a God's Girl.
Yes!
Whoa.
He wasn't the first one, but still makes Mama proud. You knew. It's all that matters, Wolf, is you knew.
I even had a t-shirt made, a sweatshirt that said Choose Life.
Choose life.
And I didn't know that it was
Oh, yeah.
like abortion thing. And I wore it down. I was trying to get in the Army or the Navy, and I wore it to my the ASVAB testing. Well, no, we took that in high school, but anyway, I was getting ready to try to get in the military, and I wore it down to St. Louis, our recruiting center or something. And the guy goes, "Really, you choose life?" And I go, "Yeah, I do." And I didn't even realize that it was an abortion thing. I liked Wham, and they had that on in that video, and I had to get me a sweat. It was a white sweatshirt with the big black lettering "Choose Life." I wish I still had that. Probably couldn't wear it, but
Yeah, actually, you're on 00.
yeah.
This quiz that keeps advertising on here is the emo quiz. Am I emo? And I want to take it.
All right, next one.
Oh Sweet Child of Mine is by Aerosmith, Iron Maiden, The Rolling Stones, Guns N' Roses. Definitely the Stones.
Jenna sings it. She does a good job.
Oh, yeah.
I should say. Well,
Fergie sang it at one of the Super Bowls and ruined it.
what's her name now? Do you know?
I don't know. She's got an easy last name.
I know.
That's not anything weird. Wolf,
Yes.
Melanie, God's Girl. Oh, sweet child of mine.
What one are we on?
11 of 35.
I don't think we'll be able to do another one.
No, there's too much commentary. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Next question. Just a Friend is by Slick Rick, Vanilla Ice, Busy Martin Keys, or Marty Muir.
I didn't know this one. Do you?
Mhm.
I didn't know this one. But a friend I was talking to knew it, and
You got what I need. Will you say he's just a friend? Wow, will you say he's just a friend? Oh, baby, you got what I need. No.
hi Brandon.
God's girl.
Yeah, this one I didn't know,
I didn't even know that ready.
but the friend I was talking to knew it.
Yes, Brandon.
Breezy Marky. Bismarck.
It's
Bismarcky. Vanilla Ice.
No, he stole Quinn's song.
No, it's distinctly
No,
different.
he
It's
stole Quinn's song. He stole from Freddie Mercury, and that man died of AIDS.
And then his song was
Wolf. That's my boy.
Breezy Martin. Breezy Martin. It's
B-I-Z. Mark.
M-A-R-K-E-Y.
E-I-E. No. It's an E-Y, it's I-E.
I-E. Okay, next one.
What's Love Got to Do with It
What's love got to do?
is by Aretha Franklin, Cher, Diana Ross, or Tina Turner.
Oh, I saw when Will and Grace.
Oh my gosh, when Jack argues with her.
She goes, really?
You're not very good. It's more like, Wolf.
Welcome back in, Dimitri.
That was also a good movie. I mean, it wasn't a good movie, but
Tina. She had it rough. But my gosh, she came back.
bless her for getting out of that. By the way, the movie does an okay job of describing that, but if you've ever listened to her explain that whole night, whoo! I don't know how she did it. Next one. Next one. Take on Me. Sung by Rick Astley. Tears for Fears. Aha. Or Duran Duran.
Take on me.
Take on me. Take me on.
Let's tell them the video. It was a groundbreaking video.
Oh, that music video was so cool. I mean, even now, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it's cool.
Wolf! Wolf got it.
Kid.
Dimitri said, I don't know.
It's not Duran Duran. It's
Not
saying
Duran
hungry
Duran.
like the wolf.
I'm on the grind. This is the sign. Look what I'm doing. He does that at 5 o'clock in the morning. Slaps his tail up against the wall.
Ah!
Like, who is walking? Who's knocking at the door?
Next one.
It's a good song.
In the Air Tonight is by Ringo Starr. Because he lives in the Yellow Submarine. Phil Collins, Tony Banks, or Sting.
This is a great song. Phenomenal artist. Very talented.
Reach.
Brandon for the win. Wolf for the
thank
win.
you, because that would have really disappointed me, Wolf. That might have got you grounded again if you hadn't gotten that one.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Tarzan.
Oh,
That
no.
soundtrack slapped so hard. Still does. Trash in the Camp.
Oh, when my middle
'Cause you will be in my heart.
when my middle daughter was in junior high, she was in choir, and they did Trash in the Camp, and oh my gosh, they did such a good job.
And they had like pans and stuff. They
yeah,
really
the
did.
garbage can lids, and they had the toilet plunger, the old toilet plunger, and all. But of course, the band leader or the choir, his son did the. It was good. They did a really good job with it.
It was so cute.
It was cute. Wolf says, "Bring it."
The next one, Walk Like an Egyptian, is by Bananarama, The Bangles, The Runaways, or The Go-Go's.
I get two of these mixed up.
The sky's looking kind of meh.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I mean, it's not horrible. Like, it doesn't look like it's going to downpour, but it's
That
looking
girl
kind of...
says Bengals. That one says Bengals.
I think you guys are correct.
The Bengals is
Bengals.
correct.
Ugh.
Bengals. I get them and the Go-Go's, and
Bananarama is the Three British Girls.
yeah, I don't get them mixed. Go-Go's and Bengals I get mixed up. Never heard it sing it. Walk like an Egyptian.
The lead singer had crazy eyes.
All boys in song and
Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
walk like an Egyptian. And they had people out on the street.
Next one. 8675309. Jenny is sung by Belvedere.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Oh, Belle Biv DeVoe.
Oh my
Ah!
gosh.
I can't believe I didn't get that. Wow. I feel really dumb. Poison. Anyway.
Poison.
Tommy Two Tones, The Smiths, or Def Leppard?
8675309.
8675309.
Jenny, I got your number. I need to make you mine. Jenny, don't change your number. 8675309. Got it. Def Leppard?
No.
No.
Oh. Wolf! Ah! Come on! You were doing so good! Wolf! Mom is disappointed again. I don't know if you're grounded yet, I'll think about it, but I'm really disappointed.
The Leopards. Was that even a choice?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi, Miss Chocolate.
I'm just disappointed in this one because this was pretty high up one. This is not enough to ground you, Wolf, but I'm disappointed.
And Def Leppard didn't have cheesy songs like this.
No, they had powerful sugar on Pyromania.
That's another good album.
Mysterious. Okay,
It wasn't
it
Belle
was
Biv DeVoe either.
no. Poison.
Tommy Two Tone.
Yeah, it was Tommy Two Tones.
Tommy Two Tone sing 86753 Jenny.
A system fudging.
Whoa! What is it good for?
Absolutely
Absolutely
nothing.
nothing. Say it again.
What was it? Oh, I was listening to my 60s playlist when we picked up Henry one time, and James Brown's Get On Up, or the ow! And he he exploded and giggled and was like, do it again! So like there was a good like 10 miles we were just, wow! James Brown's ow! I think it was I Feel Good.
I feel good.
Na, 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 na. Yeah, I just kept playing the ow! And he was howling laughing.
Because they had that TikTok thing where they hid the speaker in the kitchen or wherever, and they go ow, and people spill flour and drop eggs and all kinds of stuff.
I did that to him in the bath the other night. That's what I did. I opened the door and said, ow! And he was like, ah!
Next one.
Don't Stop Believin', every white person's favorite song.
Don't stop.
Argue with me.
believing.
Is sung by R.E.M., Journey, The Eagles, Duran Duran. I'm just gonna help you guys out. The Eagles never had a song this lame. So I eliminated one for you. The Eagles never had a song that sucked that bad.
Yes, journey, journey, journey. Yes. Sorry, I just.
And that's coming from somebody who's not a huge Eagles fan. They still didn't have songs that sucked that bad.
I don't like this song anymore because it's just overplayed. It was back in the day too. And another one of their songs was overplayed, and it was just like, no. I do too, but like, yeah, I like it too, but it's just, and the one, is that the one that starts out, just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. Is that the song, Courtney? Is that the song, Don't Stop Believing? Is that the song? Yeah. It was just overplayed when it came out, and it's a classic. I'll give them that, but I don't like it anymore. Okay, the next one. Keep on Loving You. Styx, REO Speedwagon, 38 Special, Chicago.
'Cause it's the only thing I wanna do. I don't wanna sleep. I just wanna keep on loving you. Ooh.
Keep on Loving You. Styx,
After an extra cat, you would like
REO Speedwagon, 38 Special, or Chicago. Hi, Billy.
keep on loving.
Yes, Wolf. Wolf with the. Gosh, Wolf is killing it with 15 points. That was my band back in the day. In fact, one of my,
They're locals.
yeah, they only live about 70 miles from here, 80, 70, yeah, 65, 70. Champaign, Illinois, and, in fact, my first, like, serious boyfriend, he got me their double album for Christmas, and I'm like, that's the best album that's the best Christmas gift he could have gotten. And it was live too. Yeah. And then a friend of mine later on, I met him at my previous job. He goes, "They're sellouts," because of that song, "Keep on Loving You." He goes, "They used to rock back in the day." He goes, "I used to go over to Champaign all the time at that little bar and listen to them." And he goes, "Then they got big, and every 80s band, every big hair band, all the rocker bands, they all came out with a ballad." And I think REO just followed suit. I mean, every band did. One time I was listening to something, and I put it in my Apple Play, and it was big hair bands, rock ballads, and I'm like, oh yeah, Tesla had one, REO had one, Cinderella, Bon Jovi, all those
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, Van Halen, all those bands had ballads. That was a big thing. Poison,
White Snake.
White Snake.
Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love? Tawny Katane in every music video.
Okay, next one.
Hungry Like the Wolf is by INXS? NXS.
She's grounded, Wolf. She's
The
grounded.
Bangles, Aerosmith, or Duran Duran. I don't know why I struggle with that. I should have known that. I love them. It
I
didn't
do
click.
too.
It didn't click when I looked at it.
Yes, God's girl. In excess. Not Aerosmith. They even had a ballad, didn't they? They weren't an 80s
Don't wanna
band.
close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing.
That was Pastor Larry and Wendy's song when they were dating.
Oh, jeez.
Because
That movie probably came out when they were dating.
Because Jonathan sang it at
Their anniversary.
Family Fun Day anniversary. Our pastor and his wife, that was their song when they were dating.
They're cute.
And their son, well, his son, their son sang it for him.
Oh, this is a. I forgot this was out in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll see if Wolf can keep his winning streak going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go over a little bit. We'll finish this and then we're at number
20 out of 35.
20 out of 35. We'll finish this and then we'll go.
Alright, next one is Straight Outta Compton by Snoop Dogg, DMX, NWA, or Ice-T.
I didn't know this one either. Yes. GG.
Wolf.
I one of a kind.
Hey, one of a kind. What's up?
Thanks for coming in.
Wolf, you continue to disappoint me.
God's girl got it right.
Wolf, I think one more wrong answer and you'll be grounded again.
That's alright. We're gonna keep going. We're on 20 from 35.
21.
21. We're doing these quizzes. God's girl, she is on a roll.
She's doing it. God's girl, you're my new favorite child now.
Wolf's grounded again.
He's not grounded yet. He's got one more time to get a wrong answer though, and Wolf's grounded again. And God's girl will be
He's
going
only
to
got a couple wrong.
God's girl will be going to get ice cream with me.
Gotta steal it from Wolfie.
God's girl gets to go have ice cream with mom while Wolf gets to stay home and mop the floors. Do the dishes. Anyway, the next one. Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Pat Benatar, Blondie, Joan Jett, or Cyndi Lauper. I'm going to help you guys out. Joan
The
Jett
phone rings
never had such
in
a
the
poppy
middle of the
song.
night. My mama says, what you gonna do with your life? Oh, Daddy, do you know you're still number one? And girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Yes, God's girl, one of a kind. Melanie, Wolf redeemed himself.
Still got 3 strikes and you out. Billy!
Oh, you need it all.
Next one, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, is by The Cure, The Tourist, Pitbull, The Aerobics.
Sweet dreams are made of
Mr. 305!
Who am I?
Mr. Dan County.
to Disagree. I traveled the world in the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for
I thought you were singing it to
something.
like act like Pitbull. That's why I was like Mr. 305 because he's. That was me. That's why you were looking at me like that. No, God's girl.
No. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world on the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to lose by you. Sing it again, yeah, because you laughed over the real. Say it again, Court.
Sweet Dreams Are Made of This is sung by The Cure, The Tourist, Pitbull, or The Arithmetics.
The Arithmetics.
The Eurythmics, sorry. The Arithmetics.
She's grounded, Wolf.
It's been a long week. Give me a
Pink.
break.
That wasn't even a Pitbull. No.
That's why I was Mr. 405.
Y'all disappoint me on this one. The Eurythmics.
The Arithmetics.
Annie Lennox. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Wolf.
Hungry like a wolf. It's not hungry anymore.
Grounded, Wolf. Grounded. I told you it wouldn't last. Grounded. Alright, next one. Love Shack is by
No.
The Talking Heads, REM, Devo, or the B-52s.
Love Shack, baby, love Shack. Love Shack, baby, love Shack.
You can't do that. I'm the adult. You're grounded.
Yes, Gigi. Gigi got it.
Yes, Gigi. Gigi's my new favorite child. Wolf, you can go do the dishes now. We're done.
Love Shack,
Baby, love Shack.
I got me a car and
It's
a
a
seat
seat
about
about to set sail.
It's about 20.
So and bring your jukebox money.
Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby. Love Shack. Love Shack.
They also sang a song for the Flintstones movie, and they were in the Flintstones movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was like one of their highlights of their career. If you ever like listen to their interviews, they're like, when we did the Flintstones, that was amazing, and I'm like,
I like the B-52.
they were good. I just thought that was funny that that's like the highlight of their career. Anyway, next one, Back in Black is by Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Metallica.
Yep. I didn't care for this band when they came out. No,
Oh.
I did.
I was gonna be like,
And I like my parents hated them. Yes,
Yes, Melanie.
Melanie. Because, and now that I listen to it, I'm like, Corny, that's a dirty song. And then the next song,
Everything.
that's a dirty song.
We did that. Mom got me on Maroon 5 because This Love came out, and like we were jamming to that. And then once I got their album or something, we were listening to them, and Mom's like, these songs. And like when we got the lyrics down, we were listening to what we were saying. I was like, I think every song is about a woman and doing the dirty, like secretly in those pop. This under that, he's talking about taking a roll in the sheets.
Oh, that one, I listened to it the other day, I can't remember. I'm like, what? And it was distinctly Adam Levine. I don't know if he was with,
Moves Like Jagger is not about his dance moves, by the
No.
way.
It might have been that song.
What was the other? Oh, Sunday Morning. It's like a cute little jazz. It's like, doo, doo, doo. It's like a little jazz song, but you're listening. He's talking about laying in bed all day with his woman. It's raining outside, and I'm not going to do
Maroon
anything
5.
but lay in bed,
Maroon 5.
roll around with my girlfriend. Like, yeah. I love that song, that little jazzy back note.
Sunday morning. Yeah.
Share some cover, share some skin. Yeah, see? It's all jazzy, and you're like, oh, Adam Levine's singing jazz, yes. And then you get down to the lyrics, you're like, oh, get up and clean your house. Stop being a hussy.
Okay, next one.
Sorry.
Shoot, Melanie's the only one that got that one.
Another One Bites the Dust is by Whitesnake, Prince, Queen, or Men at Work.
And another one bites the dust.
Hey, it's gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Ow!
Another one bites
You know who
the
that
dust.
song was written by? Dinky. Because of the bass line in it. He wanted to write a song that highlighted his bass. So we got Another One Bites the Dust.
Yes, God's girl.
Yes, well,
Has he redeemed himself yet?
no, he's still grounded.
Queen, but Queen Courtney.
He's still grounded, and God's Girl is still my favorite child.
Brandon, Joseph. Jesus.
That's a really good song to play dodgeball to. I'm just saying, I have never been so hyped to play dodgeball than when Another One Bites the Dust came on. When Coach Worth would bring his tapes in.
We are the champions.
I'm telling you, dodgeball with Another One Bites the Dust is just.
We will. That's Henry's favorite song.
We will rock you.
We will rock you.
Oh, this is a good one too.
Okay.
I still haven't found what I'm looking for is by. Sorry, I still haven't found what I'm looking for is by U2, Pink Floyd, Maroon 5, or Coldplay. Kind of funny because we were just talking about them. Are you listening?
The music gods are listening.
The iPad is now listening to us. iPad, what do you know?
No, Melanie.
No. Maroon 5 is an 80s band. They came out in the 2000s. Anyway. Adam Levine's like 35.
Coldplay, no.
Coldplay has some good stuff, but they're also
Yes,
90s.
Wolf. Yes.
Okay, that's... You're ungrounded for now.
And you know, if you listen to the lyrics in that song, it's about finding God, but they still, like the person singing it, still hasn't found what they're looking for. It's not in religion. Which, God isn't religion. Religion is man-made. And I was like, I text Courtney that song because I was listening to it. And I'm like, what? And I went back and looked at the words, and I'm like, they're talking about Jesus in this song, and they were.
Hotel California by the Eagles is not about a hotel, it's about drugs.
Yeah, we all
It's
know
about
that.
addiction. Steve didn't know that. I told him that the other day. He's like, what?
That one, that Brian Rankin, he goes, yeah, this is either it's about drugs or something else.
It's about addiction, being
It
in the
is.
cycle of addiction. You can't get out.
You stab the steely beast, but you just can't.
But the on a dark desert highway, who went in my hair like your life's going good, and that
Yeah.
hotel pops up and you have to stop.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
You can check out, but you can never leave. Like, yeah. Anyway.
And the one about this,
Yeah.
you stab the beast
With
with
the
the
steely
steely
knife,
knife,
you just
but
can't kill the beast.
can't kill the beast.
Yeah, I told Steve that the other day because that came on the playlist.
He didn't know that.
No, I was like, Steve, you know what the song's about? He's like, you driving. And I'm like, it's not about driving, it's about drugs. And he was like, what? I was like, it's about addiction, listen. And it came to the, and I was like, you can't get out of your addiction. He's like, what? He was blown. I have a resident he's 69, so he's younger. He went to high school with my administrator, which is funny. But, so he's like 60s, late 60s, 70s rock stuff. So every now and then when the other residents are amenable, we listen to that kind of stuff. But I don't get too like hard on it. But the Eagles came on the other day when I put on a 70s list, and I told him that, and he was blown. He's like, what? And he likes dirty jokes. I had one for him, and I didn't tell him today.
No.
I'm busy.
We don't know.
Back! That worked. Caitlin, do you throw pillows at this cat?
Okay, next.
Next one. Super Freak is by Smokey Robbins. Prince, Rick James, or MC Hammer.
Prince could have pulled off Super Freak.
She's super freaky. Super freak. Super freak. She's super freaky.
Was she really super freaky or was it all cocaine?
She's the kind you didn't take home to your mother.
Because she's a drug. She's alright. That girl's alright. Hey.
One of a kind, I think you need to refresh.
Yes, we're past that. And if you're throwing that in here, I'm disappointed in you now.
Super freak. She's super freaky.
Ow.
Rick James. Yes, Wolf.
No couch. Buy a new one.
I'm Rick James.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. No, I've never done drugs before in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, please don't, because I might not get, might get a strike for that.
Next one. Beat It is by Michael Jackson, Bon Jovi, The Cure, The Eagles.
Bon Jovi.
No.
Whoa, living on a prayer, beat it!
But the guitar in this is by Eddie Van Halen.
Yep. Yes, Michael Jackson.
Oh. Oh.
Courtney's so excited.
This is my
My
jam. That was perfect.
Go ahead.
When Doves Cry is by Madonna, James Brown, Prince, Freddie Mercury. This movie.
Yes.
Yes, God's Girl. That's why you're my favorite child.
Prince.
And I was about to say, Wolf, you're grounded if you did know this one.
Purple rain.
That one, I also used to run around and sing Little Nicky. And then I got older and realized what that song is about.
Men at work. Okay, one of a kind.
You're done. You're done.
You're dismissed.
You can just go now. See yourself to the exit because you're no longer needed. Alright, next one. Also a good one. Uptown Girl is by Bob Dylan, Elton John, Billy Joel, Paul McCartney.
And extra points if you can tell who he wrote this song for or about.
Bonus points if there is a famous royal person that danced to this song and you know who it is.
I don't know both those points.
Hint, they're British.
Yes, Billy Joel.
Yes.
And the second part of the not Elton John.
Billy!
The second part.
Billy!
The second part, who did he write it about? Yes, God's Girl. Which later became his wife, which later they divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the bonus one.
Princess Diana famously, after she was
I was
engaged to
gonna
Prince
say.
Charles, danced at the British Royal Ballet or something like that to this song. Because Prince Charles was there and it was reported that he scowled the entire performance because he doesn't like English pop music.
Well, we don't like Prince Charles.
King Charles now.
Excuse me.
King Charles. And Queen Camilla.
Next.
Walk This Way is by LL Cool J, Run DMC, Boys to Men, Beastie Boys.
Brandon is right.
That wasn't even an option, Wolf, but props to you for saying that, because that was my first thought until I read.
Well, they did it with them.
Yeah,
later
but it's a
on.
Run DMC song.
Yeah.
That they called them up and they're like, hey, can we do a collab? And
Yes.
Aerosmith is like, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Wolf. But I'm still proud of you for saying that because that was my first thought when I read that.
That was
You
a
are
cool,
my child. 'Cause
that-
we're on the same wavelength.
That was a cool video when they did that together.
Yeah, they broke through the
Wall.
brick wall. That was cool. Next one. Ha!
How many more we got to go, Courtney?
We're 32 of 35.
Alright. You got 3 more.
Here I Go Again is by Billy Joel, Survivor, Aha, or Whitesnake. Hint, this is a kick-ass music video. Here I go again on my own. Du-du-du. Going down the only road I've never known. Du-du-du. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. God's girl. No. You are
Melanie. No.
Not, you are not my child.
Yes! Whoa!
Rain starting soon. It's been saying that all day here. Since like 1 o'clock.
Wolf.
Yes, Wolf! You are my child.
You're redeemed.
He wasn't grown anyway. He already pulled himself out of that hole.
He is Wolf redeemed.
But anyway, I was going to let my residents out on the patio this afternoon, and then they kept calling for rain, so I shut the door, wouldn't let them go out. Now I feel bad because they could have sat out this afternoon. We were waiting on the rain. Next one.
That's okay, Billy. This is all for fun. I even stopped giving people points. Sorry. Got distracted by all the good music here. Wish we could play snippets of it, but
Yeah, even when we were doing less than 30 seconds, they were
Yeah.
flagging us. Anyway, Come a Chameleon is by Culture Club, Wham, Band-Aid, or Spin Ballet? What?
Spandrel Ballet.
Spandau Ballet. I don't know who they are.
Yes, Gigi.
Gigi. You might. One of a kind, you're done. You're so done. You're grounded now, because I can't with you anymore. I don't know if you're way behind or if you're just trying to be a butt, but mission accomplished. I'm done with you. Go on. Mission accomplished. Mama says go to your room. You are not my child. Adopted one.
Melanie, I need a Band-Aid.
I've got this great name for a band, guys. Band-Aid.
Aid.
Brilliant! Slap it on the drums.
That was the thing for the African relief, wasn't it?
Yeah, the AIDS.
Yeah.
But that was actually a British band. That's why I did the accent, because they really are. They're like a British punk band.
Alright, next one. We're way over.
Jump is by the Beatles, Van Halen, Iron Maiden, or Kiss. I can just picture that you know. I'm trying to you need to name our band. Of course, that goes with the perfect one. Band-Aid. Brilliant!
Yes, Melanie. Yes, Wolf.
Yes, Wolf. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Queen.
Okay.
Yes, Wolf.
Okay, is this the last one?
Yes, 35, 35.
Oh, last one.
We're at the end. I've Had the Time of My Life is by Patrick Swayze.
Now I
Cosby, Still and Nash, The Bee Gees, Air Supply, Bill, Melody, and Jennifer Warnes.
Bonus points if you can tell me what movie it's from.
And you might be one of my children if it's one of my children. Patrick Swayze.
No, but he sang another song.
Neither one of my children got it. I am disappointed. He did sing another song from that.
Yeah. I can hear it.
She's like the wind.
I was thinking the wind beneath my wings. I'm like, that's not right. I got wind right. Does that count for something? The Bill guy.
Yes,
Yes.
Billy Melanie.
Let me see.
And Jennifer Lawrence.
Yep.
Cosby's still in Nash. Can't. See my results. I got a 35 out of 35. Whee! I actually got a 34 out of 35, but it's still. Whee! Whee!
All right, everybody. Thank everybody for coming in. I had fun. Did you have fun? You had fun? Courtney had fun.
It was fun.
We all had fun. I had fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Come on over and be a Serendipity subby. All right, everybody. Have a blessed evening, and we'll see you in our next live next Saturday. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Mm-hmm.